Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
She is back and she is beloved, and that is Becky Lynch's Intercontinental Title Championship around her waist, Corey.
What's that old saying, Joe? Possession is 9/10 of the law. Right now, AJ Lee is wearing the Intercontinental Championship, and it doesn't sound like anyone in Milwaukee objects.
Get ready! We'll say get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. STRAWS raw. With Eric B and Randy C. Chickens of bananas and fresh roast beef. This is STRAWS raw.
Hello friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog. And you're listening to STRAWS Raw, the absolute worst or best Raw review on the internet, depending on where you look us up. Folks, we are so happy to be back with our listeners after a little bit of a hiatus. Thank you so much for your patience and letting us do what we need to do in our lives. And I do mean we, because I am joined by the man with the plan, the man that runs the whole operation in the background. It's my PIC, my puppy in crime. His name is Randy C. Randy, how you feeling, brother?
Well, I'll tell you, I've, as of late, had a huge fear of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it. Hey, Eric B. Hey, everybody. It is me, Randy C. And yes, thank you. I apologize. Yes, we've had a break, but we'll explain a little, I guess, in this episode. But as usual, we are powered by something. Powered by interiorplants.ca, the natural solution to a healthier and more beautiful home or business environment. That's interiorplants.ca. Pure Fandom. Pure Fandom, your home of all things pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia. You can follow them on Instagram at Pure Fandom Shop or Pure Fandom Shop 416, or you can go on YouTube at Pure Fandom Shop 416. What's your fandom? Pure Fandom. As well as the Smack Daddies, giving you the best, no matter what anybody says, the best SmackDown review on the internet. You can follow them at the SmackDaddies.ca. You can look them up on the Blue Skies. You can look them up on the Instagram. Just look up the Smack Daddies or go to www.thesmackdaddies.ca. They're great. Brad the Dad, Father Greg, they're great. The Handshaking Team. Go to facebook.com/The Handshaking Team, where Eric B gives you the best of cheap eats. The best of Wheels of Misfortune. What does Eric have this week? Can you win a Hulk Hogan LJN? You're going to have to go to Facebook and find that out. That is Eric B and the Handshaking Team. And I have a special PSA, a public service announcement. Place PSA here.
Bird blindness affects countless people.
At first, I didn't believe it, but it's real, and it's actually pretty sad.
I'm telling you, you can't make this kind of stuff up.
What's the deal with the parrot?
That's an eagle. Are you telling me you don't recognize what kind of bird that is? It's the inability to identify birds. Any birds. They're out there and they need our help. A duck and an eagle are totally different sizes.
Yeah, well, they look the same size to me, man.
It likely already affects somebody you know.
I called an eagle a duck. I'm not proud.
As an animal expert, it was really hard to watch.
Chances are, neither of those people have bird blindness, but someone does.
It doesn't have to be this way. With your support, we can help assist those struggling with this condition.
Do your part to help people suffering from bird blindness.
Please spread the word and raise awareness in any way you can. Oh, fucking duck attacked me.
Yes, Eric B. Yes, people. Bird blindness is a thing. I've seen it as of late. Tell your friends, share this episode, like and comment and subscribe. Make them listen to that PSA. Because if you make them listen to this PSA, they'll know and be more aware. It's hard. Eric, do you have bird blindness? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I'm not affected by bird blindness today, but I am an ally to those who are. So if you have called an eagle a duck recently, if you've called a swan a flamingo, if you've called a bald-headed blue jay actually a blue jay, then yes, I am here for you, folks. We are here for you. And like I said, I do say we are here for you because we are back, Jack. We are back, brothers. After a small little hiatus that involved me taking a couple of weeks off to go see some family, take a little bit of a vacation, and poor Randy over there just getting used and abused by the medical system of Ontario. But that's okay because he's on his way to getting better. Right, Rand?
Yeah. That's what they tell me. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm. That's the only way. I apologize.
Me and Randy can joke about this at this point because I've been there, seeing it all happen. So we can definitely joke about this at this point and make, we make light out of it and we say the medical condition of the week and all that other stuff. But it's because we have a little bit of a different relationship. We try to give you guys the lighter side of life.
100%. I want to give a special thank you out to a special person. And that Eric is you, sir, for always being there with me as you take me. He drives me, guys, to these appointments because medically I can't drive. So he gets to experience and go through the things, hand out Team You Jesuses, and
say terrible things to doctors just to see what their reaction will be. And I got to say, some of them have some really good reactions. I wish that we could record that for you guys. I think everybody would think it was really funny.
Yeah, sometimes it would. But again, thanks to everybody for their patience. We're going to try to keep doing this. I will have a surgery coming up. I don't know when the date. It's probably within 4 weeks. So there might be a week that we miss again. But we'll try to give you a heads up earlier to the date. And
either way, you guys have us now. You have us now, and you have some fun content for your weeks, and we are so happy to be here for you and happy to have you listening. And as we talk about the haps with the craps, you guys know we always talk about wrestling content. But before we get there, we like to talk about a little bit of things that are going on around and surrounding the wrestling universe. And one of the things that I think both Randy and I have been enjoying so far is the start of the season 2 of Peacemaker. Randy, what about you? How are you feeling? You enjoying it so far? You liking the ride? Are you all about the best dimension ever? And what does your best dimension ever look like?
Well, I don't know if I can explain it here or how I'm seeing the show on this program, but our dimensions, me and Eric B had talked about our dimensions and what we're taking from it are in two different complete sides of the spectrum, should I say.
Spectrum is a good word, actually, based on what your thoughts are.
Brothers and lovers and birds and color. I don't know. It's definitely. I'm dealing with an eagle situation right now.
Different races and different places, so to speak.
Yeah. I honestly thought John Cena's brother was a man of color. And Eric had to point out to me, no, I was not wrong. But I didn't even think it was his brother. I thought it was his lover. So, it's definitely on medication. You can see a story differently.
Yes.
So either, I'm not saying soberness. I don't know what you call it, but Yeah, my blue jay now, I'm seeing my bird differently, and I have no clue what to say. I think I'm slowly
Well,
going
I think
crazy.
everyone's seeing your bird differently because Randy has an eagle-esque blue jay that just flies in, and it's funny. You'll hear him on the phone, and you just hear out of nowhere, "Caw, caw," and it's a goddamn blue jay asking for a peanut. So he sends me a video of this blue jay asking for a peanut, quickly landing down and grabbing it like with an avian swoop. An aviary swoop is the best way that I could call it. And this poor blue jay looks like Friar Tuck. I don't know what happened. He's lost all of the hair on top of his head, but he got like a black-headed, bald blue jay, and it's maybe the strangest thing I've ever seen.
And all in this discussion of Peacemaker, and we definitely suggest seeing it in bird blindness and looking up, so on and so forth. The first day that I saw it, I actually thought it was hallucinating because this thing looks, like you said, like a Friar Tuck. It looks like a blue jay bottom with a turkey vulture head. And I didn't know that a blue jay without his feathers is black. So again, I thought it was hallucinating and nothing that's, I'm a man of the birds, right? I don't see colors in birds or anything else. But man, that was scary for a day. And I tended to tell Eric the same day as we were talking about Peacemaker about this bird. And then I'll finally find out, like I said, I think I'm hallucinating or something, then finally finding out that I wasn't. So maybe my version of Peacemaker is good. Definitely people go, I know Eric's been enjoying it, but you tell us, do you think John Cena's, when he goes to the alternate dimension, is it his brother or is it his lover? Like, you tell us. Because I think it's his lover, the way John Cena's dressing. But I don't know. Eric's stories make sense. That's why I think all you people out here on the YouTubes, and if you're not following us, like, comment, subscribe below. We're on at STRAWS on the YouTube.
Listen, guys. When you're on drugs, things are completely different. And I gotta say, there's like a million people who are doing YouTube reviews on the episodes, breakdowns, and stuff like that. And Randy's not the only one that's got his own universe going on as he's watching it. That's all I can say. But it is definitely a fun show and a show that you can pick apart, episode by episode and universe by universe as well. But that's enough about John Cena and Peacemaker. But yeah, John Cena, Randy, we are coming very close to the end of John Cena on our screens. And for some reason, I was talking to Brad the Dad about this from the Smack Daddies. And I was saying, I'm not even like a big John Cena fan, but for whatever reason, just coming to the end in this countdown-esque fashion that WWE is doing, it's hitting me in the feels, brother.
Hitting you in the feels? Really?
Yeah, hitting me right in the feels.
You don't think this John Cena turn when he was a bad guy didn't hit you in the feels too? I seen a lot of motion while doing it. But don't get me wrong, his matches are getting, I thought they were incredible even as a heel, but they're getting definitely better as a face again. But yes, it is coming to a close. And me not being a John Cena fan in the past, I definitely rekindling my love for him right now because I think he's doing an absolute great job, and he definitely is one of the GOATs of all time.
Is there something to be said about the fact that they're doing this whole farewell tour? It goes in the same ranks of Kobe Bryant's retirement and stuff like that. It was just a notable farewell tour, city by city. This is the last time you're going to see Kobe. Well, rest in peace, of course. It's the last time that you're going to see Cena city by city. Do you think that if it was just kind of like Cena riding it off into the sunset, which is probably going to happen with guys like AJ Styles, would we have the same emotional connection?
No, I don't think so. It definitely makes me curious of what, again, as each date gets clicked off, and it comes down to one less time that we're going to not see him in the ring. It's not like we've seen him anyways in the ring over the years anyways, because he can't be seen. But in turn, we are seeing him. It definitely is hitting home. Like, we obviously know that Brock Lesnar is next, and I'm actually hoping, I don't think it's going to be a long match. I think he might get destroyed, and then his ride home is him overcoming and beating Brock Lesnar in his final match after taking 186 suplexes and 19 F5s. But that's probably what's going to happen. But again, there's nobody that can match, I guess, this exit in this modern day age of a John Cena, right? Undertaker's already done. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, like everybody that you can sort of say is already done. There's nobody that can match the exit. I don't care who it is, Edge, anybody. There's nobody out there.
Yeah, and there's nobody else that you can line up in that last match besides Brock. I think that his final match beating Brock and overcoming the Beast is kind of a good way to end his career. There's no one else that you can really bring in at this point who is going to match what Brock brings to the table anyways. As far as star power, as far as nostalgia goes and everything. Listen, man, all of the old fans know who Brock is. All the old fans, Ruthless Aggression is really seen his era, but Brock was way before that, man. And he still looks crazy, like a beast. That's the best way that I can put it. Looks good. Crazy cowboy.
Well, there might
Brock
be one
Lesnar.
man. There might be one man that's absolute beast as of late and everything else, and that puts smiles on people's faces, and more of a face than a heel. Maybe John Cena's last match would be with the one and only Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. What do you think of that? Huh? What do you think of that, eh? Hey, Sean Burkhead, what do you think about that? Everybody out there, everybody. John Cena's last match should be against the beast, Josh Allen. No, I'm playing.
Oh, yeah, that would just be cinema already, Randy. Josh Allen, John Cena, Saturday night's main event.
Bill versus Goat. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They dress up in goat costume and Bill costume? Let's do it. I'm down.
Speaking
All
about
right,
doing
Randy.
It, speaking about doing it.
Yeah.
Did you see titties in Peacemaker? No, play. Play. Are you ready? You go out, Eric. Eric, you're my best friend, and I've been stealing this way from you. You tell us where it's
blindness,
from,
you
brother.
son of a gun, you bird blindness bastard. We are here now. We're going to talk about Raw, folks, and Joe Tessitore is going to welcome us to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at wherever they are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't know what the hell they've changed the arena name to now.
Oh, I do. So let me introduce.
Smoothie King, Beer Arena. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
God damn it.
You're welcome.
God damn it, man.
I had it ready.
Fiserv Forum?
Yes.
Fiserv? All right, that's not Fiservable for me, my friend. But yes, Joe Tessitore is here on Raw, and he is here with Corey Graves. We heard about Wade Barrett taking some time off. Internet's trying to spin that to all different things, but Wade Barrett's come out and said that he just has a couple of weeks of vacation. That being said, I was still expecting to see Michael Cole here, and I was hoping for some Michael Cole action. What about you, Rand?
I was. Wade Barrett needs time off. He planned it all before. I don't know what was going on. Something happened with Wade Barrett over Twitter over the weekend, too, and I forget who it was between. It was actually between...
him and Nikki Bella, because she went onto a podcast and said that he avoided her. Oh. And he says that he didn't avoid her at all. So I don't know what she's trying to plug at. But yeah, Wade Barrett's not exactly one who's usually about lying and stuff. You know, he's the man with the story. He's got bad news. He's not afraid to share it. It's just the way it is.
Oh, Nikki. Well, we'll see more of her tonight. Wade Barrett's
Michael, yes, we will.
Yeah, we'll see a lot more.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We're going to see what's going on, because I think, again, that Larry is in the back and he's booking the matches in the gorilla position, because that's what this Monday Night Raw is like to me, folks. But anyways, yes, lots happened over Friday with AJ Lee's return. A lot of people were questioning, well, I don't know if it's going to be AJ Lee on SmackDown, even though you've got like half of the main Raw roster there on SmackDown in Chicago for no reason. But yes, of course, it is AJ Lee herself making the return. Randy, definitely people are excited for her return. What's the ceiling for the AJ Lee return in WWE?
There is no ceiling. Like, she everything going on with her, there's a whole bunch of new things. It could be mother-daughter feud, right? It could be like anybody that she goes up against would be good. It definitely would be better than the Nikki Bella return. We'll get into it a little later this evening, but it already is, to be honest with you. But Yeah, at least she's walking around with a belt that's not hers right now. But in turn, yeah, no, I'm excited. She's definitely a generational changer in the women's division, and it's good. I was happy to see her. It was the worst kept secret, but it definitely was good to hear the music lighting it up. It lighted up my day on Friday, I'll tell you that. And that's how we kept singing about Friday and Saturday when we were talking back and forth to each other.
See, people were saying like if you play Rhea's music and she comes out instead, she's gonna get so much heat, but it never was even a possibility. But even with that statement, if it was Rhea that came out to be Punk's savior and team up with Punk, people aren't gonna boo Rhea. Like it's just she's unbooable. Honestly, people would be a little disappointed for sure, but you're not gonna boo Rhea Ripley. It just doesn't happen, my friends. But anyways, let's start up the show, and who's gonna do it for us? It's Jey Uso. His music plays. He's yeeting himself way to the ring, but here comes his brother Jimmy. Horrible missed opportunity for WWE here, not to just play the original Uso theme.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too. Poor Jimmy, man. Jimmy
Just
always
switch
gets
it
a
up.
short stick.
Honestly, if you want to make it a surprise, just switch it up. It's the exact same song. You could just blend it in very easily. Down since day one-ish instead of it's just me. Poor Jimmy's in the ring yeeting. It's just me, Oos. And Jay's like, I did it all by myself. But no, anyways, we're here in the ring with the Uso brothers. Randy, this just looks right. We talk about WWE Raw's tag division or missing tag division. And when you have the Usos standing in the ring, you're like, why are we doing everything that we can to avoid this?
Hey, but who else are they going to face other than Bronson? Sorry.
We're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk
okay.
about that later at the end of another match because there's one other clear direction that we need to go with somebody here as well. And we're going to do that. But anyways, Jimmy, they're cutting jokes. Jay's never really been as funny as Jimmy. I don't know if you got that, but Jimmy Uso is the one that seems to always push the limit and crack whatever wise jokes he wants to crack, my friend, which brings out Seth Rollins and the Brawnies now. It's just Breaker and Bronson Reed, Braun and Braun. Lots of Braun action going on. But anyways, they're going to have a fight at WrestleFest, folks. Unfortunately, it's not going to be... Oh, yeah, WrestlePalooza, sorry. WrestlePalooza. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen on Monday Night Raw because that would have been the main event that I think everybody wanted to see.
Was there a main event tonight? Oh, no, sorry, go ahead. No, spoiler alert. Never mind. Yes, that's...
You were one, honestly, dude, you were one of 100,000 people who were probably asking the exact same question. What's going on tonight in the main event?
Yeah, but yeah, Monday Night Raw started off strong. And if you saw the shirt too, please, like, Rob Barbic, man.
Don't do it.
But yeah, WrestlePalooza, yes, it would have been good to see tonight or something different, I think. But Jimmy looking good. Jimmy, like, finally being able to talk again, looking good again. Needs his brother beside him, but it's the way it should have always been, man. I don't ever think they should have broke him up. That match at WrestleMania 1 was terrible. And then Jimmy just looked bad ever since, right? And Jay sort of got the shine. They're brothers. They're twins. Like, geez. Like twins.
Yeah, Jimmy somehow became the Marty in that situation very quickly. But if you bring them back together... they're instantly going to be the Rockers again right away, and they're going to be
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, man, exactly. They are the top. They are the tippy top of that division if they're together. I don't know if there's anybody better than them in the tag division. I really don't.
You do?
But that's kind of handcuffing that whole division as well. And also, talking about handcuffing, when we talk about WrestlePalooza, having to set up this additional show just to sell packages on ESPN Plus is really what it is. And loading the show up as much as you possibly can. Randy, it's just handcuffing all of your other programming in the meantime. Like all of your big main events that could be great main events on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, they're all going to WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, I know we don't complain about Raw really that much, or I don't. I know you do, but I try to be on a little more positive. But as of late, it is taking away from the show, right? Remember when we first watched when Netflix WWE RAW came to Netflix and that stacked card that was happening. We're not getting these stackable moments anymore, and they are saving it for the pay-per-views. And it's not like, how can I best explain it? When you used to watch Maple Leaf Wrestling as a kid, or even wrestling on Saturdays, you only saw Hulk Hogan in a match on Saturday night's main event, sorry. And you only saw Hulk Hogan at the pay-per-view. You didn't really see him wrestle. Now, if they're trying to spin it back to that day, that's kind of cool, but you can't have all these main event players coming out. But it definitely is becoming lackluster, I guess you can say, in the last couple of months. As you can notice by our ratings, it's been going down little by little by little as the months have been going on. And other people's hearts is going down like tremendously. They're saying it's the worst show ever. Like, you know what I mean? Comparably. But I still don't think it's that. But yeah, you're right. They're stacking these cards up or stacking these events up. One, that gives me the question back to you, Eric. Do you think there are too many of these cards going on? Maybe like every third week now, second week, it's almost a show. Like this week is AAA, and then week after it's WrestlePalooza. And like, you know what I
I
mean?
think that if from a fan perspective, not from a business perspective, but from a fan perspective, if you gave fans one really good PLE a month, we would be so happy. That would be great. But that's not going to work business wise. And when you can fill these arenas every 3 weeks, are you going to not do that? I know that they have to make this money back and they have to pay off this debt in regards to the whole TKO merger, everything like that. And a lot of even WWE insiders, people who are working for the company, are saying they know that the tickets are more expensive. They know everything's more expensive. They know there's a lot more going on. And eventually, they hope that we get to a point where it's a little bit more affordable or watchable, or able to take in regards to, like you said, just so much wrestling going on. But anyways, let's talk about some actual wrestling as we do that. But first, LA Knight's going to interrupt this whole thing, talking about guys just being thrown into the mix for no reason, really. He's going to run in, attack Bronson from behind, go in the ring with Jay and Jimmy. There's a whole kerfluffle there. Jimmy is trying to play Peacemaker between the two of them. That doesn't work out. We're going to have a match between LA Knight and Bronson Reed tonight. And that's
the main
gonna be
event.
our main event.
A main event. Yes.
And again, listen, I really like everything that they're doing with Bronson Reed. I think that they've elevated him to a point where he is that scary threat. I just think that if we're talking about, the last month, Bronson Reed being in single matches I don't know, dude. Like, this is at least 2 or 3 times now, and in the main event, if not very close to it. I just don't see the draw there for the main event, where especially when you're teasing everybody in the arena with the USO brothers versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. That's your match. That's going to keep people in the seats, and that is going to bring your ratings in as well.
I understand. I agree. And I don't know if you noticed this in pointing this out, because we've seen a similar storyline with the LA Knights and Jey Uso Kabako, with Jimmy in the middle of this trying to be the good thing. We see similar storylines now on the same even product. We'll show example later tonight with Asuka and Kairi Sane and everybody else. Like, it's just like there's a male and female same side storyline going on as a main storyline going into a show. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and then also Jimmy being the one that's playing the kind of good guy role here as Jay is becoming unhinged is just a little It's not what you would come to expect from somebody that they've been pushing as a baby face down our throats for the last 6 months.
Jimmy is Kari Zane. Jey Uso is Asuka. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
You ready for main event?
Oh, geez.
wow.
Well, let's talk about the first match of the evening before we get there. And the
Speak
first
about
match
amazing.
of the evening
Phenomenal.
is AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano. And a lot of people online are also griping today. I don't know if you saw this, Randy, but not about the AJ shoot promo, but a lot of people are saying that they have the ad-free package on Netflix and they still missed certain things and saw ads for the first time ever last night. There might have been some error with Netflix or programming or whatever they're doing that might be changing, that we have to see these ads. I didn't see any. I did see AJ's shoot promo, or what at least people are calling AJ's shoot promo towards Triple H, where he more or less comes out and says, nobody here has my back. Gallows and Anderson are gone. Meechin is on a different show. And somebody here doesn't want me to be here, and therefore that's why I'm losing all my matches. That's what he said before his match. Now, Randy, he said it on the microphone. He said it in the ring. If this was a real shoot promo, do you think that WWE would have just been like, go for it?
No. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's just like for AJ to get relevancy before his contract's up. Did he sign for another year?
No, he put up the ticking clock recently on his Instagram too, with the phenomenal logo in the top. And I don't know if that means that he's come to the end of his contract or he's come to the end of his career. Either way, he said numerous times that he wants to end his career in WWE. He doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
So yes, he might be just shooting himself. Sorry, it might be a worked shoot kind of promo here.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe that's normally with the promos, they're all scripted now anyways. I did not see the promo, I will say that. But in turn, I've been seeing a lot of ads. Like a lot of ads. So but I did see the match. With I think there's a promo right in between it too. So
yeah, there was.
Break. I apologize, ad. Yeah,
it was an ad break for Chiquita Bananas. No, it was actually an ad break for avocados from Mexico.
Hang on a second. We love here at Raw Chiquita Bananas. Why Monroe?
Monkeys never claps.
Thank you. I forgot about that. Chiquita Bananas.
All is right. All is right in the world again. Yeah. Now we're good to go. Yeah. Just like El Grande Americano is against AJ Styles, but here is El Grande Kaiser. A lot of people are saying that he's a better version of El Grande Americano. Maybe not a better version than Chad Gable, but definitely somebody who progresses the ridiculousness of the storyline forward. A good mix here between him and AJ Styles. And AJ is he's no schlup, so he's always going to do what he has to do. And then Kaiser looks really good. Oh, sorry, El Grande Americano looks really good in this match, especially when he throws out a variation of a block, like it's like a blockbuster jumping off of the middle to the top and then hitting a blockbuster on AJ. Looks really good, but it is honestly poetry in motion at the end of this match, which is just AJ Styles after Grande Americano number 3 comes and tries for a distraction. Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano, goes for the roll-up, Randy's favorite finisher, and AJ just continues to roll through, I think, 3 times until grabbing a Styles Clash and finishing Kaiser, who just turned his head to the side at the last second as that Styles Clash hit, and did not do what everybody else does, which is tuck in between the legs, because you're always taught to tuck your chin into your chest. Randy, quick little fun match here between these two guys. Not too much ridiculousness here regarding the whole El Grande Americano thing. Just one El Grande Americano at the side of the ring. But I also think that fans thought that Dragon Lee was another El Grande Americano for a second before they were like, oh, it's Dragon Lee. We didn't recognize him without his dragon wings on.
There you go. And AJ, Dragon Lee's got your back, man. You're going to go far, dude. But yeah, probably this was match of the night. I'm going to give this match a 3.5 banana, which is a passing grade of 3.5 banana. It was weird. Styles getting the win here, first of all, but going into this weekend with Worlds Collide, with Grande Americano getting the loss, I didn't see that happening. So realistically, this promo, if anything, or everybody's making fun of it, saying that nobody has his back and blah, this and that, then I guess AJ Styles, you have Dragon Lee, and with Dragon Lee, you'll win. So just keep him beside you. He's your good luck charm. He's your
WWE is doing everything they can to power Dragon Lee over. They're putting him with Mysterio calling him the future of Lucha Libre. Now they're teaming him up, it looks like, with AJ Styles. Randy, why does Dragon Lee just not get over with the crowd? What are we missing here?
It's too small. He's not Rey Mysterio. I believe communication and promo skills are definitely lacking. The reason why AAA does so well amongst everyone, because they get these characters that are into these characters, where Lucha Libre is not North American wrestling. And in turn, the style of WWE is a little different than it. So no matter what he does, when you already have a Rey Mysterio out there, or a Rey Mysterio, or even a better Mysterio performing, there's only one that people in the United States and Canada attract to normally. And that comes with anything, like country, whatever. Like Canada, Bret Hart, right? States, John Cena right now, whatever it may be, or Cody Rhodes. But I believe that's the thing. He just doesn't have the personality or charisma. That's all. It's unfortunate. I'm not saying he's bad, but that's it.
Yeah, you nailed it with the whole personality and charisma thing, because Penta's English is awful, and he's even just straight up using Spanish on screen now as well in between English, so he's kind of doing a little Spanglish thing, and he's still over. Nobody cares about what language he speaks. But yeah, Dragon Lee, there's something that's definitely missing there. Relevancy, being able to, I don't know, relate to the character. And like you said, he's no Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was fighting guys like the Giant when he was being introduced in WCW and introduced as Rey Mysterio that we know him as now. Anyways, all right. Here's Io Sky.
No, not Io Sky. I'm sorry.
Here's Io Sky, and she is informed in the back by Adam Pearce that the contract signing is canceled because Stephanie Vecchio couldn't be here tonight. All right. Well, here comes Nikki Bella. Great. And also, here comes Kairi Sane and Asuka. And Asuka is, like you said, she's mad, and Kairi's doing everything that she can to keep her from being angry, but she's still going to be angry. And you know what we can be really angry about? Later on tonight, we're going to have a match between Nikki Bella and Asuka. Poor Asuka. But here we are. Here we are, folks. That's going to be the main event of the evening. No, it's not, but it could have been. It could have been based on tonight's choice.
I don't know. I wouldn't suggest that either, but go ahead.
Would you suggest this instead?
Nothing that was on this card. Nothing. Something else. Nothing.
Next match of the evening is Randy's favorite, and wow, it went on for a lot longer than I expected it was going to. It is Lyra Valkyria with no bird wings, sans bird wings for the French listeners, and Raquel Rodriguez. She's there with Roxy Perez. A fan posted a video where they showed AJ Lee's return video package before this match started, with Roxy watching it with a big smile. How cute. Just how cute. But don't break character.
No.
Don't you dare do it.
Okay,
there's cameras, honestly, there's cameras everywhere now. And if you're going to break character when you're in the ring, it's a little much. It's a little much. But anyways, Lyra Valkyria versus Raquel Rodriguez. And there's a lot of woos going on in this match, and there's a lot of bombs going on in this match of the Tejana proportion. For some reason, this match makes its way to a commercial break.
100%.
Yeah, for some reason, this match makes it to
at
a
least
commercial
one.
break.
I don't know. I had ads, I think, twice or three times during this match. I mean, I'm going to actually start ticking during each match how many ads I see, but yeah, I think I had it at least twice.
I'll be completely honest with you. When I was first watching Raw, I did take a little bit of a break, went upstairs, made myself a sandwich, took my dog for a walk, came back in, and this match was still going on. So I was like, they gave these ladies a lot longer than I expected. But I did watch it again today, and I was like, maybe I made the right choice. I think I made the right choice. What do you think, Randy? Are you happy that you watched this match? Is this match one that you're like, wow, Lyra and Raquel really got it going on in the ring? I do like the end of the match. I also do like Lyra doing her sunset flip powerbomb when she was like hanging on for dear life to Raquel. Again, with Lyra though, Randy, the thing that concerns me about those types of spots is that planned or is that just a slip up which she's now correcting herself? And I don't know the difference. Some people can work mistakes really well. Lyra, I don't know if it's just a mistake or not.
She's good enough.
You know what I'm talking about, right? When she was hanging on to Raquel in the corner and she's just completely head first and the legs are just teetering in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I definitely was a mistake, but she's pretty good on it. Like, as much as, well, one, I have bird blindness, so I only see Lyra half the time. But in turn, and it is aware, please, public service announcement. But she's not bad in the ring. She just, to me, she just has no, talking about charisma and personality. That's about it. So
yeah,
this match, it's not that it wasn't a bad match either. It was okay. But in turn, we'll go through the match and I'll explain it at the end.
It's just honestly, when you talk about what you have available on the roster and then what WWE delivered on the card tonight, you have to look at the two and be like, whoa, you're just missing a lot of your star power. A lot, like tons. And it just, theme of the evening. Honestly, it is the theme of the evening. Raquel, I'm not saying Raquel isn't good, but yeah, she's, the counterpart of Liv Morgan when Liv Morgan is around. And now that Liv Morgan can't be around, Raquel kind of has to be like the lead in that tag team there with Roxy. So she's kind of holding a torch that I don't want to say that she can't really carry, but in comparison to Liv Morgan, yeah, it's night and day. Right. It's night and day. It's black and white. But anyways, not a bad match between these two that you have. Lyra Valkyria doing her normal spots, her DDTs, and she's lifting. She's very strong, but she just can't lift Raquel. Anyways, all right. Lyra tries for a move. Raquel gets a roll up here closer to the end. We have a Shining Wizard by Lyra, but she tries to set up something from the top rope, and Raquel grabs her really smoothly, may I add as well, and just tosses her down into the Tejana Bomb for a 3 count. Raquel gets the win here in the match. 10-minute match. A lot of iffy spots, a lot of iffy moments. Rand,
right person won, though. The right person won. To me, Raquel needed a little something going into it, a little momentum to make Lyra a little more crazy, I guess, for her and Bailey, whatever it may be going on in the back. But yeah, I'll give this a 3 banana, 3 out of 5. It's passing rating.
There you go.
But trust me, it gets worse. But yeah.
Oh, geez.
Randy's favorite. There's no placement.
Yeah, exactly. Randy's favorite is going to be on the screen next, folks. It is Penta. Randy is doing the Zero Miedo sign as we speak right now, over and over and over again. But he's in the back with the War Raiders, and here's Piercy coming up. Mr. Piercy, Penta wants an IC title match, and he wants it now. But you know who else wants it? Rusev, who just came off of his win of a Donnybrook match against Sheamus, which means I guess he kind of deserves an Intercontinental title opportunity.
He's on a roll.
Yeah, he's on a roll. He's on a roll. He is definitely on a roll. But this is going to be a match like we have later tonight. Shout out to the super annoying string that was hanging off of Penta's match and leaning directly into his left eye the whole time that he was facing off with Rusev.
I didn't see it.
You drove me crazy. We are posting a picture of the string when we post the synopsis of the episode. It was hanging like, dude, as Randy knowing.
I know you can be complaining all fucking night about it.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
I don't
even wear masks, and I'm the one seeing it where Randy didn't see it. But here we are. Anyways, AJ Lee is next. She's gonna be on the screen, and that's fun. We got one heck of a night here in Milwaukee with AJ returning. Not nearly as fun as it was in Chicago.
Still lighting it up, though.
Still lighting it up, light up the sky. And AJ Styles is going to be in the back quickly, thanking Dragon Lee for having his back. Dragon Lee, thank you. You're my new brother in arms and everything. Talking about brothers in arms and everything. Here comes Jimmy Uso. He's going to dap him up real quick. He's looking for Jay. Jay is gone crazy or something. He left the building. He's not that happy about what happened with the whole LA Knight situation. And that's about it. But, okay.
Yeah.
Jay's completely convinced that LA Knight was trying to get him. Randy, do you think he was trying to get him or what?
No. Oh, yeah. No.
All right, well, Jimmy does say that Jay is starting to sound like Roman here. And yeah, they're trying to set up more and more of the Asuka Kairi Sane angle here with Jimmy and Jay. That Jay is going to be the one that turns heel and tries to become like the new tribal chief and all of that stuff. And I really hope we don't go in that direction. Just tag team, please. Just team these guys up. For the love of God. Randy, I just thought about a completely crazy scenario here with the WrestlePalooza match. All right. Comes to the end of the match. It looks like the Usos are going to win. And here comes Jay turning on his brother Jimmy and joining the Vision. Randy, give me a chance as a possibility of it happening in percentage.
2%.
That's a
you watch these shows way differently than I do,
it's
man.
Something.
I don't know. People tell us
something.
about the chances of Jay Uso joining the Vision. Bull crap.
Listen, guys, I say things
wrestling blindness. It's a real thing, people.
It is a real thing. I thought that Jey Uso was white up until this moment, and Randy saved me today. So thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
No problem. That's what I do.
Anyways, all right. Well, here comes AJ Lee skipping her way down to the ring wearing the Intercontinental Championship. And quite frankly, she looks nice in it, but it's not her belt. But she does look good in it, and obviously that's the direction that we're heading in. She is your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. 10 years retired. She got some help. She got some therapy. Huge pop for therapy with the crowd, man. Therapy chants break out. Randy, who
it's Minnesota, dude. It's Minnesota, and I'm glad that she got the huge pop. So yeah. I cheer on therapy. I believe everybody should have it. So yeah, that's good.
I believe that everybody should have a good therapist. I believe that everybody should have a therapist that they know and they trust. There's a lot of bad service providers out there, and a lot of therapists require their own therapist for a reason as well, folks. So definitely, if you are in a position where you are looking for that type of assistance, make sure that you're doing the best searching that you can for your own situation and all that stuff. Anyway, she went on a mental health journey and she got treatment, and she's happy because of it. And now her mental chaos has turned into her superpower. AJ Lee back in the ring doing what she has to do. But here comes Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch on her way to the ring, interrupting in her red glasses. Becky is just kind of effortlessly funny here too, I must say, Randy, in the sense that she's like, after this, I'm going to need therapy. And she also just points out what everybody else is thinking is, that's her belt. That is not AJ's belt. And she wants that belt back. She needs it back. She needs to have it back right now. But AJ, listen, she says you can come into the ring and you can come get another shiner on the other eye if you want to try to get it back. Here comes Seth Rollins in some very amazing custom Air Force One cowboy boots. Randy, When are you going to be rocking a pair of those, brother?
Well, I ordered the Crocs. Crocs is definitely better for the Air Force Ones. People in Minnesota would definitely appreciate that too. But yeah, they're all right. Not as good as the Croc ones.
Anyways, look, Seth tells the fans to pump the brakes here, folks. You got to pump the brakes. You got to return the title. Give it to its rightful owner. Do what you got to do. Seth Rollins is going to be here mansplaining in the ring, apparently, to AJ Lee. But here comes from behind, as Seth Rollins approaches the ring, here comes CM Charlie Murphy Punk, folks, right behind Becky Lynch. I was hoping he was going to give her a GTS as well when he was behind her. Not on WWE programming. Not allowed. But that doesn't happen. He sneaks up on Seth, tries to get him with a GTS, and Seth cowers away. Cowers out of the ring. Talking about pumping the brakes. But Randy, guess what? We got another match for tonight on Monday Night Raw. No, it's WrestlePalooza. Yeah, WrestlePalooza.
You only can put that on the PLE. That is definitely one. Yes.
See, that deserves to be on the PLE. That deserves to be on the PLE. But Jay and Jimmy tonight versus Bronson and Braun. That's your main event. That's your money.
There you go. But yeah, mental instability is a superpower. That's my new shirt. But it was good. I can't wait to see it. CM Punk AJ back with Becky Lynch on the ride of her life right now. She's actually, I enjoy her so much right now. It's weird to explain, but I enjoyed this promo. Good to see AJ back. AJ, you've been out of the ring for 10 years. You're giving people black eyes. Expect receipts. That's all I got to say. Miss abs upon abs.
Jeez,
yeah,
abs for days.
We are going to see how 10 years. Don't get me wrong, she's been floating around, I think, in the ring as well. But we're gonna definitely see how she looks coming up at WrestlePalooza.
Well, there was times at the start of this promo where you can tell that she is a little bit uncomfortable on that mic and uncomfortable probably in front of the crowd. It's been a long time. She hasn't cut the promo. She hasn't. And also the character that she's playing now is going to be significantly different than the character that she was playing before. So it's kind of like relearning all over again how to ride a bicycle 10 years later after the last time that you rode said bicycle.
And she's one of the best, so it should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
My internet guy comes in 15 minutes, Eric, by the way. So.
Folks, you all know that Randy's internet guy is coming in 15 minutes, so here we go. Moving on, next match. It is Penta versus Rusev. I guess winner gets a shot at the Intercontinental title, I guess. Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Well, Penta versus Rusev is going to happen, folks, and a lot of people have been questioning what WWE is doing Rusev, and that includes Randy and myself. Ever since his return, what did you do to make him look strong? Not a lot, but now he's on a little bit of a run, coming off of that win on a PLE there, international PLE as well, in front of all of those fans in Paris, the Donnybrook match, which people referred to as one of their favorite matches of the night, getting this win and moving on now against Penta, who has really only had a handful of losses since he has joined WWE, and most of those losses are in triple threat matches. So, Rusev definitely getting himself pushed up the ladder here, even getting this match, Randy.
100%. 100%. And what happens? What does Mr. Rusev win? Actually, something happened. The outcome of this match was definitely different than what I expected.
I can definitely say that as well. I'll definitely say that as well. When you see where Penta has been raised, everybody is saying, hey, this is going to be a future world champion, or that's at least where WWE is envisioning him. Not Randy, but WWE is envisioning him to be. A couple of zero miedos going on here in the match. Rusev being as nasty as Rusev as being always. He's throwing Penta around on the announce table outside. But we are going to have a run-in here from the New Day and Grayson Waller, who are working on a petition to ban the Mexican Destroyer from Penta. Distraction happens, and unfortunately, that is going to lead to Rusev just absolutely nailing Penta with a Machka kick and getting the win here. Surprisingly, it is going to be Rusev who wins this match mostly clean, 1, 2, 3, and is moving on and moving up in that mid-tier division.
Rusev winning, yes. Instead of banning the Destroyer, they should be banning the Zero Mil. But this match, it was what it was. You guys know that I'm really not a fan of Penta, but I guess it was fine. I'll give it a 2.5 banana, which is a passing rating. Yes, Rusev goes on, and yeah, probably next in line for that belt, or a contendership for that belt. So.
Now, during this break in between matches, like Randy said, we're going to see numerous promos and breaks and also highlights of the Spectrum. No, what is it? The Toyota highlight of the night, which was John Cena on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then the Canelo Alvarez fight, which we're supposed to care about as wrestling fans, apparently, because it's boxing. I mean, Randy, you do, but do you think the majority of WWE fans are watching boxing?
Not from Minnesota. No, I'm playing. Yeah. No, you're absolutely correct.
All right. So there's that too. And then there's also some type of Slim Jim break. Or what were you seeing more of? Like, tell me what you were seeing last night.
I saw the Jey Uso, what do you call it? Juice.
Oh, geez. The Minute Maid?
Yeah, that juice thing. That's all I can really remember of all the ads, because it was consistently on every single one, maybe twice on sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, that was the one that sticks out to me.
All right. Well, anyways, Jimmy Uso talking about LA Knight and an Uso. Jimmy Uso and LA Knight are talking about what happened earlier. LA Knight denies the idea of weed, due to the whole super kick to the mouth thing. Jimmy kept LA from beating Roman. Yeah, they got beef there, Rand. They got some beef there. And you know who else has beef? Nikki Bella versus Asuka with Kairi Sane. Bit of a slow start to this match, Randy. Or was it just a bit of a slow match? You tell me, bud.
This is a slow start or slow everything? You're just slow. No, mind. But no, it was slow.
Nikki's looked really good in one match and she's been back. And that was against Bailey, right? I think it was Bailey. And that was the one match that we were like ranting and raving. Or maybe it was Becky. It was one of those two greats that Nikki has been in the ring with and actually looked good.
Not the Ronda.
Asuka is one of those. No. Asuka is, I'm talking about a match that happened on Raw. So I believe it was Bailey, actually. Asuka is also one of those greats. There was just no connection at all in this match between these two.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately. Nikki Bella, like, she came back. Like, this is a bad comeback. I don't know if she's, like, saying, I'm going to put everybody over, blah, blah, this and that, to be that, like, torch keeper type thing. I don't know if she's doing that on purpose.
It seems like she's putting everybody down and trying to put herself up. Even in the background with this whole Wade Barrett thing is just kind of ridiculous. And then when you think about how people think and then the timing of all these stories about Wade Barrett being off of TV because WWE sent him away and he won't be on TV going forward. It just, why create that type of drama? Like, are you really not getting enough attention in this return that you need to create that as well?
Yeah. But this was a pretty slow match in general. And
it was really
and her
slow.
trying to get that rack attack thing. So
the rack attack is just awful. She's got to can that right away. It's not working. It's just not working anymore for what she can do. And you can very easily just put people into a submission instead. That's it. STF or Bella TF or whatever the hell you want to call it. Just lock that in and you're good to go. There's also a really nasty Alabama slam in the match here. Well, thank God Asuka is from Japan because she's taken harder hits to her head than that. But yeah, that Alabama slam from Nikki looked just completely nasty, not safe at all. No. It's the best way I can put it. Even going towards the end of the match here, Randy, it's just so slow. We got a spin kick from Asuka, Empress Impact that looks like, I think that the butt hit. Nikki just is not in the right spot for that. And then we got the Asuka lock and Nikki has to tap. So the right person won. But yeah, Nikki Bella, seems to be like the new JD McDonough of Monday Night Raw, where we're going to see her every single week.
But JD wins, yeah. But
and JD's good. And JD's good. It looks good taking bumps too.
This match, I have to give it a 2 banana. Hang on, I tried. 2 banana out of 5. I wasn't a fan of it. And
yeah.
I think just Nikki's trying too hard. That's all I think is happening. Maybe it's just me. But again, one of the greaters of all time. Like you have AJ and then you have Nikki on the comeback. There's no comparison, that's all.
No.
In one night, 2 nights of being shown.
And think about when we had Nikki Bella's return at the Royal Rumble. Everybody wanted that spot to be for AJ Lee. So it almost has continued since then, Randy.
Yep.
Where maybe not the Royal Rumble. Was it? No, it was before Evolution. It was the Rumble. Yeah, it was the Rumble. Spot 30, everybody wants it to be AJ Lee, and we get Nikki Bella. So it seems like it's just continued on since then, really.
That might be the case, and that might be set back in my subconscious.
There you go. There you go. Well, next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time, a little bit of an early start time here for Monday Night Raw.
We might be able to do this afterwards.
I like that. Main event of the evening, Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez.
No,
it's not going to be the main, but it is going to be a match.
Yes, it will be a match.
All right. Well, talking about JD McDonough and the Judgment Day there in the back. They're congratulating Raquel. Look forward to Roxy winning next week as well. Dirty Dom is getting ready for AAA title match on Friday night. See, Randy, we're talking about WWE giving us like less PLE programming, but for some reason, AAA and the crossover of WWE wrestlers, it doesn't fit into that category for me. I like these bonus AAA YouTubes. They're like easy to watch and fun, and it's a different product.
YouTube shouldn't be called a PLE, right? It could be a weekly show if they really wanted to, and people would watch it. But you could almost guarantee it.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right on that. But anyways, Finn is still suspicious of El Grande Americano, trying to help, as he should be. As he should be.
That's it.
It's a little bit of a weird pairing there.
Yeah.
Why do you need their help? Why do you need their help, Dom? Is it because you're going to become like the biggest face ever when you turn face? Yeah, probably.
Lucha domination.
Anyways, Asuka tells Nikki that what happened to her is exactly what's going to happen to Stephanie Vakura at WrestlePalooza. Nikki pushes Asuka, and here comes Rhea Ripley in the back. Not wrestling at all, folks. My God, Randy. This show included Rhea Ripley's appearance. It included an appearance from the Usos. And we don't let them wrestle.
Life sucks sometimes, eh? That's what God does to us, you know? Like, you just can't be blessed every day. Some days there must be clouds.
Absolutely teased, because you know why, Randy? WrestlePalooza is coming up, and you know what's the most important thing ever? Money.
That's it.
And I don't blame them for looking to make money. I understand this is a business. Just from a fan perspective, again, it sucks when we have all of these huge, heavy hitters and we can't get one of them in the ring. Come on, man. We couldn't have even put Jimmy in the ring instead of LA Knight in a match. I think people would have even been more hyped for that, because we're just kind of not used to seeing him around.
Right.
But anyways, all right.
Speaking about
I don't even know.
in the night.
I don't even know if you can call it a main event. This is our next match of the evening, and it's our final match of the evening.
This is a wrap-up of the evening, we'll say.
Yeah. LA Knight versus Big Bronson Reed with Braun Breaker there. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm not that excited.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Well, okay. Well, we get some punches from LA Knight. Everybody loves the punches. Bronson Reed is just a big beast, so LA Knight's not going to be able to Irish whip him or whip him around the ring, or whip his butt for that matter either, you know.
No.
But talking about butt, Big Bronson Reed misses his big butt splash at one point. Randy, has anybody ever hit that sit down splash? Because if somebody had ever actually hit that and the guy doesn't escape, that'd be so terrible to take that bump, brother. That'd be
No,
a broken
100%.
chest.
Yeah.
Be a broken chest.
With Nia Jax without her arm support on the ropes, right? The arm support, it's all in everything. Right?
That was the one of the
Yokozuna.
nastiest bumps
Yokozuna used to do it to people you didn't like.
Yeah.
Right? He
Yeah,
wouldn't put his arms on the ropes and just squash. I'm sorry for swearing, people.
No, you got to swear sometimes, brother, especially about that. But yeah, we're going to get back into this match, and there's going to be some more punches.
Yeah.
Punches and bunches. This match has a lot of punching going on, as it should. It's a fight, folks.
A lot of hands.
Fights. Anyways. All right. I don't know what to say, man. It's just like this is another strange pairing between these two guys that don't really work that well in the ring together. LA Knight, I think that he deserves better. Bronson Reed, I think he deserved to be booked in a better position. And why wouldn't you put Braun Breaker even in this main event, Randy? Why wouldn't that have been your choice?
I don't know. I really don't know. Again, like this was weird. Especially with LA Knight too. I know LA Knight's now on Raw, right? So, I guess you have to put it over. And Bronson's been giving some good matches, so maybe that's the reason why they've been taking it.
Well, he has, and they have to continue to put him over as a beast and kind of like as an unbeatable monster. But at a certain point, like, who are you going to sacrifice further to make him look like that? And LA Knight, everyone is Nikki Bella. Everyone is pushing for LA Knight to be like that guy, be one of the guys that could potentially take that belt from Seth, and he's just not going to do it like this. Anyways, BFT gets blocked because he's not going to hit that on Bronson Reed. Literally, Bronson Reed can decide he's going to stand up, and he's just not going to take that BFT. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
And anyways, he gets knocked into Braun Breaker on the apron, which causes enough damage for Bronson Reed to hit his move here for the 3 count. Bronson Reed is the winner here.
By Death Valley Driver.
Yeah, definitely not the most scientific match between these two gentlemen, and a very odd pairing between the two of them. Randy,
100%.
thoughts on the match?
It was what it was. Again, it definitely doesn't seem main eventish to me, but I guess it was serviceable. We'll give it 2.5, a 2.5 banana out of 5. Passable. Just passable.
There you go. Braun comes in for a beatdown post-match here for some shenanigans on LA Knight. Big Jim is going to run down for the save. Jay is also going to run down for the save.
He didn't leave.
I guess you can say. Yeah, he didn't leave. He was still there, folks. He never went anywhere. I know, he's a liar. He's a liar. Anyways, the Usos are eventually stacked up for a tsunami, but here comes LA Knight with a chair to save the day. Braun and Bronson, the two Brawnies, if you want to call them that, escape from the ring, and out of nowhere, Jey Uso hits LA Knight with a spear. And Randy, I don't know if you noticed it, but the way that LA Knight was holding that chair, he got speared directly onto it. He landed on that chair, just flipped right around his back, and that sound was beautiful. I'll give them that. But everyone is very surprised. Even Jimmy is like, I thought we were good, and Jay's like, no, we're good now. I don't know if we're good now, Randy. I don't think we're now at all.
Beer. And the people riot of Jay, say it ain't so.
Booing Jay. They were booing Jay.
Yes,
and it's been a long time since that's happened, man. I've been a long time since that happened.
So this
even stranger. Sorry, go ahead. Give me your thoughts first, and I'll tell you what's even stranger about after.
No, give me your thoughts first, because then I'll wrap up the episode. Give it banana.
After we go off air, apparently Rhea Ripley comes out, and we have a whole like face moment with the Usos and Rhea Ripley.
Eating?
Yeah. Like, what happened?
Yeah, way to go, Jay. The guy is split personality again. That definitely, I guess. But this whole episode, do I have a thing for it?
You got to do the calculations, brother. It's necessary.
Oh yeah, sorry. Calculations. 3.5, 2, 2.5, minus a 3. Nikki Bella, minus 8. It owes me bananas right now. That's wrong. I'll give this thing a 2.5 banana. I guess it's barely passable rating for this show. But
Oh, you passed. It was still a pass.
No, 50's a pass. So are you really happy with the 50 though, Eric?
You make it out of that grade. You make it onto grade 10, Randy, and you don't have to go back and do French in grade 9. So you know,
the course was sandbox. You know what I mean? You're making it more difficult than it was.
I know I am. But anyways, folks, that is this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. That's me and Randy talking about the haps with the craps. So Randy, if people wanted to listen to us more, support us, or maybe even listen to some of our counterparts, how do they go about doing so, brother?
They can like, comment, subscribe below here on the STRAWS RAW YouTube page, and that's youtube.com/@StrawsRaw, as well as they can follow our buddies, the Smack Daddies, and us. We're on the Hub Sports Entertainment. Just look up the Hub Sports Entertainment on any podcasting platform. You can go on our Instagram at the Hub Sports Entertainment or on Twitter at the Hub Sports ENT. We are available absolutely everywhere. And don't worry, soon we're gonna have pictures to follow of our great draft skinned merch, so you'll definitely enjoy it. Our draft skinned merch. We're podcasting champions of the world. But Eric B, what about you? Where can they follow you, sir?
You can catch me on Wrestling with Eric on the Instagram, or just join the Hub and you can comment on our posts. You can message me and Randy. You can tell us how much you love us, how much you hate us. We don't care. Just reach out to us. Honestly, like, we just want to hear from you, fine folks, lovely listeners. And
we're back,
like
and we'll try to be out there a little more often.
Yes, like I said at the start of the show, we are back. We are here for you, fine folks, and thank you so much for your patience while waiting for us to do what we needed to do with our lives. Until the next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live, laugh, and love wrestling, but not necessarily Nikki Bella. AG Lee's back. Light it up.
Who's this?
How much does it bother you that they're yeeting right now?
Yeet?
They're yeeting, yeah. Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.